everybody, and thanks for tuning back in here to another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Today we got another topic on the V4R, and it's a topic that's been circulating around because a lot of people don't know the answer, and I don't have the definitive answer, so this is no clickbait or anything like that. I tend not to try and do any clickbait bullshit here on my channel because you piss a lot of subscribers off and stuff like that, and it's just, nah. I just don't agree with it. If you can't title it what it is that you're talking about, you probably shouldn't be making the video. But this video here is about the V4R price. And again, I am not confirming this. This is just my personal thoughts. Now, it's kind of bounced back and forth between how much the bike is going to cost versus how much it should cost and so on and so forth. Well, my synopsis, my scenario, and my best guess, I think the bike is going to be somewhere between $25,000 and $35,000 USD. Now, I don't think it's going to be any bit more than the V4 Speciale that was just the special edition that just went out, because that bike was $40,000. Now, everything that bike is obviously going to come with, that's going to come with obviously on the R, just as every previous R model with like the $1199 and the $1299 did as well. However, this bike, it's got a little bit more technology in it, so I can obviously see them jacking up the price. But nothing is going to ever be cheap from Ducati. And of course, you can't ship the exhaust. I mean, you can't ship it with the Acura exhaust that it's supposed to come with to get the bump and horsepower with the up map and stuff like that. It's got to comply with emissions and stuff like that. But by all no means, Ducati is never going to be giving this bike away for free. You could bet your ass on that. And they're going to tax that ass a little bit for the bike because it ain't going to be no $15,000 or $18,000 motorcycle. So, but I know with it has to, be in line and guide, obviously, with World Superbike regulations because they really want to compete and be in the same competing ground as obviously everybody else. And I know you can't be over 40,000. So I don't think the bike is actually going to be over 40,000. I think it's, and I don't think they're going to come in at $39.95 because again, why I don't think that the bike is going to be anywhere at 40,000 solely because at 40,000 that's a really, really nice car to a lot of people, and $40,000 is a lot of money to a lot of people. So you're like, do I buy some uncomfortable ass race bike, or do I buy a car that I can drive and potentially take my family or myself to work all the time and not have to worry about rain and all these other maintenance that just a normal average car, I mean, this is a luxury car you can get for 40 grand, that would give you. So I think they're going to price it to be a little bit more fair because they made a lot of their money, obviously, selling all of the Speciales. And then, of course, you have the base and obviously the V4S. Now, there may be a slight reduction in price in the base and the V4S when the R comes out, but if there is, at minimal at best. So I really do think this bike is going to lie. I think it's going to be about the $29,000 to $35,000 range. And that puts it right at the market cap to where, hey, you're still going to be more expensive than the BMW. You're going to be more expensive than, the Aprilias and pretty much almost any other bike that's pretty much there on the market. But they're going to be the Ducati name. They're going to absolutely have to be the most fancy, have to be look the best, have the most power, and of course, be that Ducati red, and we're going to also be the most money. So that's kind of where I see this bike landing. I just don't see it, getting, any higher than that because I really do think if they price it much higher than that or at 40,000, I mean, who the hell is going to buy it? The super wealthy, people that are super unfortunate where if you're buying a $40,000 car, you don't really care about having a $400, $500, $600 car payment, on top of a $400, $500, $600 motorcycle payment if you're financing this bike and not paying cash for it. So it kind of puts the bike into a completely off the chart league of who is actually going to be purchasing this bike if this bike is $40,000. Because it makes it out of reach for the normal person because, again, a lot of people can't afford a $40,000 bike. Nonetheless, you're going to want to do some things to it because you're going to buy this bike. It's not going to stay stock. You're going to want to put the exhaust on it, just like as when the Speciale came out, you had to spend, I think it was like 9 or 10 hours or something at the dealership to have the exhaust put on if you weren't doing it yourself, which could end up being somewhere between another $1,200-$1,500 after you just bought the bike for 40 grand. And you know, when you buy the bike for 40,000, there's going to be accessories and other bullshit and stuff that you're going to want to put on it. And obviously, it's bottom line is the price is just going to go on and up. You guys get the point where I'm going. So a lot of my followers, a lot of my viewers that are watching me kind of already know, and I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. What do you guys think that it's going to be? I mean, let me know in the comments below, because I'm curious to think what you guys, you know, think this bike is going to cost. Because hey, I may read something, someone may make a really valid point. You know, maybe I'll throw it into another video or something as a little side thing, and obviously, you know, address that or something like that. But I definitely read all of your comments, and I value your guys' opinion. So, and there could be something out there that maybe I didn't catch on the internet, or catch from word of mouth, or maybe catch from a referral source. But I really think the bike is going to be somewhere between $25,000 and $35,000, all in, you know, ready to go. But again, you have to pay the extra money to put the exhaust on, and then of course any accessories and else. That is going to be obviously more. So we'll see. It's definitely going to be interesting, but I really think, yeah, Ducati was really taking a step down. You know, it's really trying to compete, you know, in the world superbike market. I really know they got a lot of shit for the bike, obviously being 1100 cc's, or excuse me, 1103. You know, don't want to piss off all the Ducati fanboys. 1103, even though it was a 4-cylinder, but it was still in a V formation. Again, you already know my thoughts on that. Whether it's 1100, 1200, did you win, did you not? So that's kind of where I think we're going to stand at that. So yeah, so again, that's kind of where I feel that it's going to be. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and maybe we'll have a follow-up video. You know, when it comes out and the pricing's released, you know, maybe I'll do like, oh yeah, you know, I was right. Oh hey, you guys are right. I was completely wrong. But hey, that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps Life, Us Guessing, This, Us Entertained. And we'll obviously see when this bad girl comes out. So, but that's going to wrap it up here for today's video about the V4R. If you guys like what you saw, again, don't forget to subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, at the Speedbug. Same name here as YouTube. Catch me for some further updates on some new content. We got some real cool content coming up here for you guys. But we got some big news here with the Motorcycle Week, with all the new launches at ECMA. So we got to get that stuff covered up, and we'll be on to the builds and some next stuff. So I got some real cool stuff for that coming up. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely coming up for the following week. Peace out, y'all. Ride safe.